Could not find your stream, but I think it might now. Start recording.
Says it's upcoming on there now, which is nice. Oh, now it's live.
Excellent. Great. Okay.
There we go.
Where's my chitty chat? Hope my chat comes up soon. Okay. Cool. All right. So thank you for watching the hour and 48-minute and 30-second film.
Really good.
Thank you. It's for just to let everybody know if anybody watches this, it's we're trying to select a 1 minute worth of content for my director's reel that goes into a 5-minute pitch video for Telefilm talent to watch for my next film, Search and Rescue. And yeah, this will be fun because there's just, oh, I love this scene. This was great. This is kind of cool. And then I started looking at the time codes going, that was a minute and that's only one.
It's gonna be hard to choose like a minute out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I don't know what you did, Jake, but I watched it last night. I wrote down time codes of things that I kind of like. Oh yeah, that's cool, or I like that. And then I started putting a star or 2 stars by the ones as it got going, the ones that I felt, just told the story. Plus, were visually interesting, great acting.
And two, and then I forgot to keep on writing because I got too into the movie.
Okay, that's okay.
But I think I got two things I liked about it,
Cool.
and then I
Let's
just kind of forgot about writing down.
sure. Let's go with yours because I think yours are a brand new audience. You haven't seen it before, and if you have certain time codes or if you know somewhere around the area, we can kind of start with that or just your general comments, and then we can jump in or well, let me know.
Right. I wrote down a time code, but then I forgot to write the reason I liked it.
Okay, let's find it.
I was at 14:35 to 15:34, I believe. Well, that's what it is there. So
14:35.
yeah. Oh yeah, because it kind of seemed like really dark and like why she's sleeping on the ground type deal.
Okay, so just one
And then
second.
you kind of like piecing together why everything's going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to find that so we can play that.
Hmm.
And I said it was 14.
14:35.
So we'll just get
What's the
little bit of a lead into this. So it's after our
yeah?
protagonist has met the guy that's going to change her life. She needs this guy in
Hmm.
her film to survive. We don't know that yet, but she's been stalking
Yeah.
him. We kind of got that feel off the beginning, I think.
Hmm.
Okay. So,
No, but I think I should before I do myself or anyone else any more damage. Do you know a place that takes Amex?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's on me.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a really nice ringtone.
Yeah. Hey. My little buckaroo. Baby, what are you doing on the ground?
I don't think you'll remember.
Remember what? I didn't do that.
yeah, I think I did that one too.
Yeah, because it was like a really intense moment. I think it was the first intense moment, kind of, in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everything
Yeah.
took a turn to like a darker area. You're just like, oh, something's going on there.
Okay. Yep. Yep. That's it. Something dark in the background.
Yeah.
And then something darker. Yeah, and I'm wondering about the length of that one, but I'll look at that later. So what we'll do is we'll just go look at the moments, and then I'll share you mine. And then the next step after this will be me kind of going, okay, how much time is that? You know, are we
Mhm.
only gonna
Yeah.
do we just pick one strong scene, or do we try to pick one part of a strong scene and then a little cool clip of some kind of
Mhm.
style or something? Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else that you had?
There's another one at 225. I mean, 2025 at 2034. Like when they're at like the therapist.
Okay, this one here. Okay.
Mm.
So lead up here. Breakfast scene.
Okay. Breakfast sandwich, what's this all about?
So just a
I'm
question, does
Danielle.
it start here or does it start later?
It's like really soon. It's like a bit. It's in this part though, like when they're in the couples therapy.
Because as soon as you see where it starts for you, or you just throw your hand up and I'll pause it, okay? Or we'll watch it right
Okay,
through. We'll watch it right through the end of the scene and then we'll go back to where it was.
that was
So
good.
we'll watch this segment.
Mm.
Okay. Oh wait. What was it? 20? Oh, there we are. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Breakfast sandwich, what's this all about?
I'm Danielle. I'm glad you both could make it. Sarah, tell me why you're here.
Well, with our Sarah's project, we've just been having a hard time dealing with everything.
And what are you not able to deal with?
Well, we used to be there for each other. You know, intimate. We're only friends now. She wanted to. But,
Sarah, why are you here?
I need some time.
Time for what?
It's time to get it out of my head.
Okay. I saw the hand up.
Yeah, yeah. I got too into it again. It was just too good. I was like, oh right, forgot to put my hand up.
Right.
It was
It's
just
okay.
really intense, and I really liked when his hand came down. How she like kind of moved her hand away because she just doesn't want to be near him or touched by him because he's abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down. She moves hers
Because
away.
she
Yeah.
looks like really scared throughout the whole thing as well, which just really adds. Like it was just amazing acting.
Thank you for all. Yeah, I lucked out. She's super talented.
Mhm.
She's an engineer by trade.
Oh really?
Yeah, I trained with her at Company Rogues in Calgary, and
Nice.
she does comedy really great. She's like a Julia Roberts, like a Filipino Julia Roberts, so pretty.
Mm, okay.
And then I was like walking. I was working at oil and gas at the same time. I'm like, "You're gonna be in my film." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, that was really good acting.
Oh, cool. Good.
Like I
Yes.
really love the intense parts of this movie because it just really like shows it well.
Okay. Yeah, and giving the time for it, right? Not saying it, not having to really,
Mhm.
it's the behavior and the pot and the silence almost, right? I love that too.
Like the movements and gestures are just they're just a lot more than words for it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Another one
Mhm.
or something else you remember?
I'm trying to remember because I forgot to keep writing them down after.
Because
Like I was
we can always come
bummed out
back to
about
it too. Like I can go over mine and then if
that.
you have a chance to kind of skim through and go, oh yeah, that part, or maybe when I'm showing you mine, then you'll kind of remember.
Mhm.
Does that sound cool?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Because I think what I'd like to do is we have the intensity. I do need to find some comedic stuff, which which or stuff that has some personality, like a lot of personality too, like fun, so we can counter that is kind of where I'm starting to feel already if we're going to use something that intense. Because the show Search and Rescue, there's an underlying intensity, but only
Very general comedy as well.
but yeah, most of it is under the hey, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna survive, and
Yeah.
and there's only a few moments where she breaks, and it's about her mother's death, and
Mhm.
but okay, so let me go. Where are we? We're at the counseling scene. I had that one too, so that's good. 24. So along the same lines, it's funny these counseling ones. I'm in the same vein where it's and again, I just think it's going to be how much time do we have?
Mhm.
Oh, there was one fun one. Did we? I just want to make sure I don't skip it because one of the ones that I just always loved, because when I wrote it in the script, I was like, in my mind, I had this really fun thing, and it's when Lucas shimmies out of the room like they were dancing and having the drinks, and he shimmies out and he's like, let's go get you another, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I vaguely remember. I forget where that part was. That was a funny
yeah,
moment as well.
because it felt really fun.
Hmm.
And I still giggle at it because Jamie, when he did it the first time, like I almost laughed out loud on set. I just because we didn't rehearse it. I was like, yeah, let's just go. We'll shoot the rehearsal, and then he just does that. And I'm like just trying not to just lose it.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna go backtrack a bit. Might as well if we're gonna take over. Kind of, it might be in here. Another take, another one for the road. We're a long way home.
Move in with me.
Most talented and beautiful woman in the room.
I'm the only woman in the room.
Well, look out, out of the north. Miss Sarah Reed's invited Mr. Lucas into the wild. Wild, wild west. Well, goddamn, I didn't know that one was loaded. Bartender, you better make it a double. Because it looks like you got a broken heart to mend.
Anyway, I just always get such a kick out of that.
Yeah, I like the little shimmy there.
Just this shimmy.
Yeah.
But again, like so anyway, that's the fun part.
Hmm.
I know we have some other ones. Okay, so I'll go to the ones that I have starred because I have a whole bunch, but I didn't start starring until a bit farther in, and this is another one of the counseling parts. 2, 4. Oof. It's somewhere in here. It's hard to do the time code on this.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's why I think those other ones where there's the two of them together are stronger. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. I just love that. That's another one of just hold it and like, is she gonna say something? And I even forgot. I'm like, I can't remember. Like,
Yeah.
what is she gonna do? And then okay, so we've got this. Of course, that's all these intense scenes right off the top here.
Yeah.
30, 55.
Sarah, do not walk away from me. Come in here.
I am not gonna talk about this right now.
We are gonna talk about this right now.
I am having a shower.
You know who it is.
Jesus, Lucas! I am not seeing Jason! We'll talk tomorrow before I leave for Seattle. I can't be here.
No.
It's kind of this whole sequence.
Look, I'm sorry about last night. Maybe I was worried about you. You just stay here with me.
Jason got this producer lined up.
Just need a little more time. I mean, the money's coming.
Lucas, he's helping us.
Useless.
Don't ever talk about my friends like that again. Ever. I'm running out of options. Money and...
I'm sorry. I will get the money for you, okay? I just need some time. That's...
I need it now. You got it? I'm not gonna fall for that again. God, I called you last night. 7, 11, 1 a.m.
You didn't come home last night.
They must have been deleted. You know, you were drinking last night.
Because you didn't come home!
Well, maybe the light isn't working.
Star Night. I don't care about the fucking messages.
You were excited that I was going to Seattle. In fact, you thought it was great.
You don't take a road trip with your fucking ex!
We are not going on a fucking ski trip. We are friends now.
Friends with benefits.
What did you say?
If you're having sex with a guy you dated, but are no longer dating, that's what it's called.
Lucas, you and I are friends now. You and I are not having sex.
Hey, look, hey, I would stay here with you. If you ask me, I would stay here with you. That would be the right thing to do.
I wouldn't ask that of you. I would trust you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah! Fuck yeah, okay! Yeah, I know you were with them last night. Let's go do what you gotta do. Go fuck them! You know, I've seen the end of the fucking world.
So that's a big sequence. There's so much there. It's not as easy as the therapy ones where it's, oh, that's a great moment.
Mhm. Yeah,
But I do like,
it's really a long sequence.
yeah, it's a long sequence. There could be some pieces out there because I do like some of the editing and just some of the shifts where Jamie's,
Mhm.
trying different things to get her to stay. But again, it might be if it's just out of context, it might just seem like another argument.
True, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that so far with that and compared to the therapy one that you really liked?
Well, it just seems like a lot more aggressive, and she also like is standing her ground here, which I think is really nice to see.
Mm.
It's more development from like before one of the first scenes where she was laying on the bed, she was kind of just letting it happen, but now she's actually taking it into her own hands and like getting out of there,
Okay.
just not handling it well at all.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Mhm.
I have so many that I picked last night.
Yeah.
That's fun. But then I started getting there. Once I started getting near the end and going, oh yeah, okay, not as much as this one. And then adding the stars going, yeah, because I'm going to have to review all these again.
Mhm.
3640. Let me see what that is. I like this
Oh,
one.
that's about his apartment, right?
No, this is
Yeah,
when she's in the cafe and he's like, no, we don't do dramas, rom-com or whatever like that. We do that. And she's like,
Oh.
oh, rent a date. And I've got so much time to write. I don't feel that's as strong. and I didn't actually star that. Like, we can watch it.
Okay.
Might as well, because it's basically the sequence that happens after this.
Thought I turned it off.
Look, I know I'm doing this as a favor for Lucas, but I don't have a lot of time today. We don't do dramas.
What do you do?
Horror, comedy, rom-coms. Best of luck, Sarah, and please say hi to Lucas for me.
Rent a date! He's a dancing pizza / rising actor. She's a falling film star without a date.
Listening?
She needs a date for the screening, and he needs cash for his rent. So on the corner of Broadway and 149th, a special order is placed at Joe's Pizzeria, and love is delivered in 48 hours or less.
Brenda, just hold on 1 minute. You got a script?
Yeah, I'm just working on the technical ad, 1 or 2 weeks. Should be ready.
Okay, then call Brenda, set something up for next month. Brenda? Yeah, Sarah Reed will be calling. Book her for when I get back here. Yes, I'm going to the airport. Yes, I picked up the coffee.
Jason, get over here. That pizza thing we were talking about last night? I have a month to write the script.
So that's kind of that little bit. It's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I like the slam down on the table and just yells out the name.
Yeah, okay. And again, a long scene, that's, okay, cool. Yeah, what I liked about that one is, it's a tough one because, yeah, the slam down's fun, and then the end when she's like, Jesus, Jason, you got to get over here. I have a month to write a script, right? Which, you've sold something,
Yeah.
but anyway. So kind of like not necessarily a big moment, but fun. Yeah, I'm not going to go with the ones that I kind of haven't starred. Oh, I love this one. Sorry, I do like this one. I always thought this was interesting. Don't know how far it is.
Mighty struck by the facets of the world. Give me
I love this song.
so I can
It's coming up.
It's really good. It fits the movie so well.
You're so beautiful.
I still think it's good. Thank you.
For what?
You helped me and believed in me.
Hey. It's not over.
I have another one. You liked it?
Look, we'll figure something out. You need your rest.
I think you should look for a new place. Who was it?
Peter.
I don't know. I've always liked that scene.
Yeah, I like it too because it looks like them being happy, but she's still persistent about them not being together.
Yeah, it's like it kind of looks like they're gonna, especially if you've been watching the movie, you're like, oh no, she's gonna get back together with him. Oh, that sucks. And then
Yeah,
she's just in that place, and she's just it's such a twist. And I thought Jamie played that really well as well. And so I do like that one as one of the
yeah, I really like that too.
yeah, because it's just one camera angle too. There's nothing complicated about it. It's just
It's really smooth too when it like kind of pans over to her.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had a cool frame that my DP built just from C stands, and he had a track above,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so we could actually track and rotate and do some other. So I think at the beginning, at the opening of the movie, right? They're together in bed, and it's kind of tracking plus spinning at the same time, back and forth, while we get the kind of the close ups of them. So it was really fun. And then they start kissing, and I'm like forgetting to yell cut. I'm like, oh my goodness, my friends are. I'm filming my friends half naked kissing in bed, and I'm not yelling cut. It felt like we were filming a porn. I'm like, oh no, it's softcore porn. Yell cut. Okay, moving on. I was like, whew, they're good kissers. Here's another one. 45. I've always liked this scene where. This is a longer one too, like, but let's see. It's not this. But...
Hey, free
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
shoot. Where did it go? There we go. That's cute too. I like that part where she's answered this phone. It's like, oh my goodness.
Black notebook. Got it. Yeah. I'm ready.
See the storyboards. Find it?
Why'd you want me to read this?
What?
Is this your way of telling me?
What?
Yeah. You can tell me.
Tell you what. How much did you read?
Right book. Wrong guy.
I need that book. They're waiting for me. I can't believe you read this anyways. It's personal.
You told me to read it. You said it was that one. Okay, this isn't right.
Yeah? What you did is wrong.
Right?
I really like that she just calls him out saying that she did wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like that's the whole. The relationship is
Yeah,
peaked and down, gone, right? And,
yeah, because she's not like the part where she's just confident in her choice.
yeah.
I really found it funny that he's just spinning around in the chair as well. Just put on the fedora, or
It was
I think that's fedora.
fun. Yeah, it's playful, fun, and then again goes south fast.
Yeah,
Yeah. What was the time code on that one? 47. Yeah. That's a long scene though again, right? Like that's more than a minute, right? And so it goes, oh my God. Okay, 49.
Yeah. Yeah?
I like this.
What you did wrong.
This is next scene with Mark, right? Comes back in the bathroom.
You kind of cut out there. Didn't hear what you just said there.
Your video up?
Nope. Peter's still waiting. I'm stalling. No calls, no emails.
You've had calls.
Those don't count. I'm trying this new theory that things won't fall apart or people will die if I'm not there. It's not working so well.
It's God complex. It's paranoia.
Thanks. Doesn't help sitting here with you. It's just odd and surreal. So, who keeps calling you?
My agent. I don't want to get involved until the project's financed, you know. I get excited, things fall apart, you know, it's the right people, it's the right story, it's just wrong timing. Do you want to meet my sister if she's still in town?
Sure.
Yeah? I think you'd like her.
Okay.
Wow, she answers. Yeah, thanks for returning none of them. Actually, I'm gonna bring somebody by. I just wondered if you need anything. He's a she. No, silly, I want you to meet her. She's a crazy Canuck. A bit of a novelty. She's spunky like someone else I know. Okay, alright, well, I'll see you in a bit. Okay.
This part.
Orders in, beans en route.
Great. Drinks to go?
Well, we got time.
So the other call's your girlfriend?
The text message. You meeting someone?
Yeah, when I get back home. An ex. Another ex.
Take only your dearest possessions. I see you've got quite a few. They'll sure make
I love that. Awkward. I just like that end part where it's like he's starting to catch her on her shit, right? So
Yeah.
still not, I don't think it's like gonna be a keeper, but I do like this next part with her because I do like the camera and editing on it. So I just wish I could scooch it back just a little bit, right?
Mm.
I get excited, things fall apart, you know, it's
That's
the right
not a
people,
scooch.
it's the right story, it's just...
That's not a scooch, Shauna. There.
I see you've got quite a few. They'll sure make a
Tell me about that.
What I just felt, or what I started to feel. Alone. Like they'll all go away.
Yes?
They want what they think is me. You know? So what happens when they really see me? Yeah, they don't want that. And then they go. going.
So that was another long one. But it's just really her mental world, right?
Mm.
And so I still think the one with her and Lucas is stronger. What do you think? I do like the cutting and the close up though, the editing and the.
Yeah. I think the one with Lucas is a little stronger too. It kind of tells you more of the message instead of like longer. It's like a really quick message.
Yep. Cool. Um. Oh, I love that. Okay. I love this sequence, and I actually forgot it was in the film until I was watching and going, "Oh, I love this part." It's actually when Mark's driving in the night.
Oh, really?
This part, it's a bit of a long one, but I think it's more the end part that I really like because it's. Do you remember this one where he's in the car and he's just got back from the airport?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll just play that
Oh,
part.
sorry.
And
Before
then,
you play, the one thing I also really like with like the therapist things is almost like an inner monologue in a way, but not just voiceover. It's just it feels more interactive that way.
yeah, you're right, because I feel it's instead of listening, you're like, what am I listening for? And then all of a sudden you're waiting. Is she gonna? Yeah, it's like you want to get
Mhm.
inside of her head. You're like, what? Or so a secret behind that is I kind of scripted that for it almost to be like she's talking to herself. So
Mhm. Okay.
originally it was kind of like, do I want to play it more that the therapist really is her inner voice, kind of a thing, as opposed to
Mhm.
really do it as formally. Because
Mhm.
she happens to be Filipino,
Yeah.
right? And so anyway, so it's just there's a few things that I chose casting wise to kind of
Yeah.
go, you know, yeah, that
Mhm.
other voice in your head. Um, yeah. So I do just want to play this one because I think the end, but again, out of context, it might not play.
Mhm.
I just think it's so pretty at the end.
I'll come pick you up. Where are you? You at home? Dana? Dana, just wait. Dana, just... It's not a good time, Mike. No, I don't want to hear about another project. Yeah, I had a good flight, okay? I've never heard of him. Okay, I've never heard of her. It's just bad timing. Vancouver, huh? Yeah. I know, it snowed there. It's crazy. I just got back, yeah. Why don't I give you a call tomorrow on it? Okay. Mike, I gotta go. Yeah, I will read it. Yes. Okay, bye. I gotta go. Bye. Dana. Yeah. Red Eye, tonight, Seattle. Yeah, I can be there in 30 minutes.
So I just, again, these are these singular moments that I don't know if they're strong when there's two people on screen, but
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah,
Because I found there's two people on the screen, it kind of feels more connected,
yeah, absolutely,
more powerful usually.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, because then it shows them playing off of each other and yeah, but I forgot. It's so funny how you forget about certain scenes. Like what I would say is this, the music video, like if pulling some of the sequences from the music video versus I feel like you can almost get what some of that music video was that's older than this.
Mhm.
And if I were to pick something kind of moody and show the colors and that's drizzly Vancouver kind of deal with something out of focus or whatever, I would probably pull from this story as opposed to introduce a whole other story in the 1 minute reel, I think.
Yeah.
Because then you get a little chance to show something more. I'm not saying it would be this scene, but it'd be like even the end scene when they're having the dinner and she runs out and they end up in the alleyway. We'll get to that one.
Yeah, I really like that scene as well.
Yeah, and I think that one's not expected. I think the thing is to try to find something that also isn't expected, and I think we have a few of those. But again, 1 minute or 30 seconds, 2 clips, 30 seconds each, or 1 minute clip. What's going to make the most impact? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna jump right down there because I think this one of my other favorite ones that I wrote, and then when I got to see it play, because there's parts of the dinner that I really like, but it's kind of that end sequence of it's a tough one because I think this is the big scene, right? And so would it not make sense to kind of use the big scene, or at least part of it with maybe that showing her in the other relationship that wasn't working, right? 30 seconds there, 30 seconds here or something. But so I get he's proposed. I think we can kind of get that if we see that. And then I'd like to start it where she jumps up and leaves and he's like, oh no, dude the ring. Wait, where's dude the ring?
Oh, yeah, it's I really like the people in the back just like helping out a bit, like nudging, like, dude, get the ring, and then when like she runs out, it's just like, go get her, because he just didn't know how to react.
Well, and
I also have no clue. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and it's like, especially when Mark's kind of playing with him, he's like, he talks to the table next to him, did you hear me ask her to marry her? And they're like, yeah. And then they're like, because he's famous, right? And then they're like, did you hear me say so? And they're like, yeah. Like, where is that one?
Brown. Just brown.
Brown.
Just brown. Yeah.
You asked me. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being romantic and impulsive. I think it's beautiful and spontaneous. Nothing more and nothing less. So don't make it sound frivolous.
No, I'm not being frivolous. I still think it's crazy.
I love crazy. That's what gets me going throughout the day, is believing in these little crazy things. If I don't, I might go crazy myself. So yeah, I settle. I settle for crazy, wonderful, impulsive things. That's me.
I like me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm glad we settled that.
Me too. Sorry for the rant.
No rant taken.
Okay.
And hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Did you happen to hear me ask this lady to marry me?
No.
Nope.
Yes.
And what did she say?
Yes.
You're saying I asked this woman to marry me and she accepted?
Something like that.
Thanks. Enjoy your dinner.
Can we get you a bottle of wine?
Huh? Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah, you guys look really good together.
She looks good. I'm the one that's together.
Sorry, I have to stop it there. I always forget about that line. I'm just like, oh, because they go to clink. He pulls away, doesn't do it, and then they're like, you guys look good together, and he's like, she's the one that looks good, but I'm the one that's together, and I'm just like, oh, right, like he's just so putting her up against the wall slowly, because she's been lying to him the whole time, right? So anyway, There's some fun stuff in there, hey?
There is. I kind of like that the table beside them's like kind of hesitant. They just answering. They're just like, what do we say?
Yeah, right.
Like how they're like a confused yes and no. Like the guy says no, the girl's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. 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 No, that's fun. Okay, and then jump to the dude the ring thing.
Oh yeah, with that part, like the ring part, I really like that. Like I wasn't sure what the answer was actually gonna happen then. Like I was like wondering what was gonna happen next.
What, when she gets up out of the chair, or when
Like
he
when
proposes?
he asked the questions, or like that whole kind of like scene.
Okay.
Like I had no idea whether like she was gonna accept or was she just gonna run. Like I don't know what was gonna happen at all. I was just excited.
Okay, good to know.
It wasn't predictable at all.
But you also got the buildup of watching the whole show. But so we'll start kind of here. She's just got the call from Lucas. Listen to the voice message, right?
Yeah.
He's leaving.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I want to.
What are you doing?
Give me your hand.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are my slave chick and you'll do as I say.
God, this is insane. Call your sister. Oh my God. Put it back now.
No, I'm gonna ask you to marry me.
Oh my God.
Can I ask you to marry me?
No.
Why not?
Because no. I just said no.
You said you'd let me.
No, I didn't. I told you I'd say yes if you asked me.
Sarah, will you marry me?
Don't.
Will you marry me?
Get up.
Hi. I'm waiting for Miss Spontaneous and Beautiful.
Okay, yes. Okay, here's what I will marry you.
She said yes!
Woo!
You with the ring.
Right. Dude, go.
Yeah, go.
In the shady trees in the lovely park.
I like he does the toast. So I love that sequence. I really wish I could find the original footage because I might edit it down and be able to keep the music in there.
Mm-hmm.
But what was your favorite part out of that sequence? Like,
I really like the interactions between like the dude in the other chair talking to Mark because his name was Mark, right? I'm bad with character names all the time.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah, I like also the cheers at the end as well. I just found that was funny and just they just seem really genuine, even the extras there.
Yeah, no acting experience except the one guy that did do the thing.
The cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
because it's really genuine.
Well, yeah, and then just it was cool to see the worry in their faces.
Because they were just like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like how she got up out of nowhere and just ran. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Okay, you weren't. Okay, so
yeah.
So yeah, and that's kind of where I'm feeling. I'm really feeling dude ring, dude go. But again, whatever we can pull out of that. And then we'll just kind of play into this because I love how we're inside, and then I think it shows a cool inside super contained, outside.
It's all kind of going crazy because like it's just scattered with the alleyway.
Yeah, which I think in a way lends well to our moment that we're gonna have in Search and Rescue, where not to the extent that Sarah does in this, but the same kind of feeling of like the floor is just falling out for Becca at the river rescue part. I think we get that flip kind of thing.
Like where she's kind of having like her own little like freak out at the end, kind of like just going.
Like life's okay, she's got it together, she's saving everybody, and all of a sudden, of course that's when the spirit of mom hits her, and she's immersed in that grief and loss and and then all of a sudden it's just she takes it out on Peter. Poor Peter.
Yeah.
Right?
Peter's just gonna look up really confused, like, what's going on?
Yeah, and then David talks her down, twice, gets her back, and then she's just left there in the aftermath going, you still like this? Kind of deal. Wow, I'm realizing my shows seem to have common threads. Anyway, okay, so I'll just play this. And I think my gut instinct is just really kind of the intro part, just to be able, if we were to take the cool part of the dinner scene and then, the proposal, and then flip to like, what? She ran, why?
Like,
she's losing her mind, and that good fun stuff, so.
Was it a loss? I can't say. Did you
Gosh, I'm so sorry, gosh.
Sorry for what?
I don't know, not everything. Sorry you ever ran into me into you, whatever that was.
No, I'm not.
Look at me! I know this is so wrong.
I'm just gonna pause it. Like, I just really feel that we have her launching out of the dinner, running down the street, and it's almost like just about as he gets up to her, that's where we kind of end the cut.
Yeah.
Because I think
So
that's that whole container, I think, of a moment, if I can edit it into that.
That'd be a good idea.
Because we get the playful, we get the little bit of humor on this stuff, and then, it's intense, and then, oh my God, like, it's totally gone off the rails. And I think that's that whole...
Yeah. That's
the whole movie moment right there. Okay.
It has from the start of the reel, it's going to like incline to like more intense moments, right?
Yeah. Like, it builds. It's yeah. So I think so between that sequence and then seeing if there's a way to fit in Lucas and Sarah in therapy, that first one that we see of them, where we see again, that's the breaking point of their relationship, where this is potentially the breaking point of this relationship. Like, we see that contrast of out on the streets versus contained and in a I think those two, and I just think, because it's going to be kind of an action romantic comedy deal. Like, I love the therapy one, but it's just so stationary that I think this one just lends to a bit more of it
helps with the build up,
and it just helps with the actual what we're going to be doing more of in the show too. That it's it's action and there's some spirit, and it's not like somebody's getting squashed. If we did have to choose, this one has, I feel, more range. And playfulness. There's some playfulness there, but intensity, and then eject. But yeah, I think those are. So number 2. Yeah, it's tough when there's just so many little moments that you like, and then of course I might like them, and I'm not sure if anybody else does. But
I like all the ideas on it so far so you're gonna have it start like kind of comedy and lighthearted, then kind of closer to the end of the reel, you're gonna make it more intense, right?
Yeah, I just gotta see what I can pull off of that. Like, let's take a really quick look, just because that whole dinner sequence part before she ejects. I'll watch the time code here. We can watch the time code. It's almost like if I don't think I'd go as far back as when she's still at the wall and she peels away from the wall. I don't think we'll have time for that, but let's take a quick look. Just take a look at the whole thing. Dinner sequence. Proposal. So Because if I had the time, I would love to get her just sitting in that moment going, here I go. Then we're like, why, what's going on? You know what I mean? We get a little bit of a lead up. We might not need it, but like somewhere around here. 1, 2, 16-ish.
Break a leg. You're still the most beautiful girl in the room.
You don't have to.
No, I want to.
What are you doing?
Give me your hand.
No.
Yes.
No.
You were my slave chick and you'll do as I say.
Oh my God, this is insane. Call your sister. Oh my God. Put it back now.
No, I'm gonna ask you to marry me.
Oh my God.
Can I ask you to marry me?
No.
Why not?
Because no. I just said no.
You said you'd let me.
No, I didn't. I told you I'd say yes if you asked me.
Sarah, will you marry me?
Don't.
Will you marry me?
Get up.
Hi. I'm waiting for Miss Spontaneous and Beautiful.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes, I will marry you.
She said yes!
Woo!
Do with the ring.
Right. Dude, go. Yeah, go.
In the shady trees in the Lassie Park.
Sarah! Hey, Sarah,
Light
wait! Wake up!
was it a loss? I can't say. Did you?
I'd almost end it before she says anything, just those last. Right?
Like the whole like running scene just to make you wonder.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily need to go all the way down, but I can also potentially edit that out. That's only if I can get my source drive. I have them here.
Yeah.
I have my drive here. It's just whether or not that laptop still works.
That's all it does.
We'll figure it out. And if not, sometimes there's creative ways of cutting them. So that's 40. Oh, I'm so terrible at math. Let me try this. So the entire sequence from when she's just standing by the pillar, it's basically 2 minutes. Oh, this is my airline pilot stuff coming in going, God, what time for landing? It's 2 minutes plus, it's 2 minutes, about roughly 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that sequence, the whole thing, which isn't bad.
It's pretty good.
It's 20 sec. And then from the point where he goes, yes, that's about a minute.
Okay.
Right? When he goes,
The whole
she
thing has
said
a really
yes.
good build up and kind of like wholesomeness to all of a sudden like this.
Pardon?
The whole scene like has like a good like wrap up as well.
Yeah. So I think where he says, where it's the yes, like this is the shortest one without having to edit anything.
No.
Why not?
Because no. I just said no.
You said you'd let me.
No, I didn't. I told you I'd say yes if you asked me.
Sarah, will you marry me?
Don't.
Will you marry me?
Get up.
Hi. I'm waiting for Miss Spontaneous and Beautiful.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes, I will marry you.
She said yes!
From this point,
Dude, the ring. Right.
I like the crotch shot.
Dude, go.
Yeah.
In the shady trees in the lovely park.
Sarah! Hey, Sarah, wait! Wake up!
Was it a loss? I can't say. Did you?
So basically up until where she talks. So that's without an edit.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, because the only other thing to do would be to play seeing less of the, but I love the contrast when they land here.
Yeah.
From, right? So I don't think I'm going to gain too much. And I think this says yes. And everybody's like, oh yeah, this is a proposal. And the fact that, and then she leaves. Like, I think that's just a big slap because we're expecting rom-com or something and then eject.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if I can't edit,
serious.
yeah, if I can't edit anything, I feel that's the keeper part. And then dude the ring.
I love that part, the
I
dude
do
the ring, because he was
too.
too into the moment.
I know.
I'm waiting for Miss Spontaneous and Beautiful.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes.
Where's dude the ring?
No.
Yes.
No.
You were my slave. We had this huge snowball fight on set, and we
Hi.
Dude, the ring.
There it is, right there.
Right.
Dude the ring. Oh wait, that's shorter.
Dude, go. Yeah, go.
Oh wait, I didn't realize that was in there. There's another ring reference then. It's 123:15.
In the shady trees in the lovely park.
No.
why not?
Ah, this is terrible.
No.
Yes.
No.
You were my slave chick, and we'll do as I say.
This is insane. Call your sister. Oh my god. Put it back now.
No, I'm gonna ask you to marry me.
Oh my god.
Can I ask you to marry me?
No.
Why not?
Because no. I just said no.
You said you'd let me.
No, I didn't. I told you I'd say yes if you asked me.
Sarah, will you marry me?
Don't.
Will you marry me?
Get up.
Hi. I'm waiting for Miss Spontaneous and Beautiful.
Oh. Okay, yes. Okay, yes, I will marry you.
She said yes!
Woo!
Dude, the ring. Right. Dude, go. Yeah, go.
Dude, I like how I was like, dude.
Dude. I'm just in shock of what just happened.
Yeah.
In the shady trees.
Okay. So it's one of those things where you go, they ask for a minute, but do you beg 30 seconds more? Because it's literally only 30 seconds more. Or
I think maybe begging for 30 seconds more would be a good idea, because if it's that impactful.
it feels like a full scene at that point. You get the banter of like, oh, you're crazy, and right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna hold on to, and you know, if we earn it, we earn it.
I hope so. I think because the extra 30 seconds would be really nice, but it's only 30 extra seconds. I'm hoping they would just be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, like if they're like counting the seconds and you did not comply, then it's like, oh, are we working with the right people? You know,
if they're that strict.
Yeah, but you never know. I can talk to Dylan about that because he was on one of the selection committees at one point. So it's kind of like, you know, and hopefully they're just looking at the 5-minute video, and as long as all the other stuff is in there,
Mm-hmm.
And I've had ideas about how to bring in a lot of the visual components while we're talking about it, like I think which is what everybody's going to do anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
and I've reached out to Emily, the one that has the song, to see if I can get an acoustic version, lyrics only, and or voice only, and then the full version, and be able to pepper that into the pitch video as well, which would be fun.
Yeah.
So cool. I didn't think we'd
Mm-hmm.
actually get a selection today. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have 5 things to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. Thank you
Yeah, I
so
really
much.
enjoyed the movie. It was really fun.
Thank you. And all Calgary actors.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, except for the background people were local Gastown
Wow.
neighbors and stuff. So all the background were friends and co-workers when I was working in oil and gas, and neighbors in the area. And all the locations were friends of mine that owned them, so we got to go in and
Very
basically
handy.
gave us the key, no cost,
Mm-hmm.
which was wonderful. And both of the apartments were apartments that I had in Vancouver, so we
Really?
just shot in those, in the loft and in the other suite that was the Lucas and Sarah, so we didn't have to pay for those.
Nice.
And the car she was driving was my old Jeep. It just
Works out.
Goes on and on and on. But cool. Thanks for watching that.
That was really good.
Yeah.
It felt different like a normal like movie because you really had no clue like what it was gonna be. So I find in like normal movies they always have like a predicted ending, but this one I wasn't sure when she just got up and ran. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Right. Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, and it is interesting to see this edit and not the final one that I did. I cut down to 90 minutes because also I found when I'm watching movies, it's around that there's a point where in the story it usually starts to come together. And you're like, okay, this must be the end. Time wise, like you just intuitively kind of go, oh, this is when it's supposed to end. Oh wait, it's still going. Oh wait, there's another end. Oh wait.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at one of the points here as well. I forget where it was exactly, but I expected it to be just over after like go to credits. I'm like, then I moved the timer and like there's still time left. I wonder what's going to happen next.
Right? Yeah.
Mm.
And the one thing that there's some edits that I do remember from that I thought benefited my final version that I did for Manhattan Film Festival, but it also, by shortening it down, it took a lot of those, you know how open some of those moments were where nothing's being said, especially in the therapy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cut some of those down, and then it just didn't really give it that reflective intimacy and vulnerability. So I lost that. But the one thing that I did do is at the end when she's in the car and she gets the phone call, I took out Mark's on the other end. I took out his voice, so it was just her talking, and so you didn't really know where she's going and who she's going to. And having watched it, I probably would have rewrote some of it so that we'd even leave it up open more to, is she going back to Lucas or is she going back to Mark?
You know? Yeah, which one?
Yeah, so I think that would have been something. And I know I'd thought about it, but I wanted to make sure I had an end, because I think when she says I made it all up, and people are like, did she? Like some people were like, did she made it all up? And I'm like, no. She just did that to get out of therapy and just be done with her therapist. And because her therapist kind of led her up to that too, right? Come on, Sarah, kids make these things up. And, and then again, just like the Lucas thing, just getting put in a corner. But anyway, fun times. So
yeah, it was.
So when's your next film?
Yeah. That reminds me that when I was like 10 or something, me and my friends had made a little like trailer. Yeah. There was just so many grammar errors. We used like iMovie or something, and it was just really funny. It was called Return of the Zombie Stuffies, and it was just super dumb.
Do you have that?
Sometime it's just super funny.
I do want to see it. I love stuff like that because.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it here for you.
Return
Maybe get oil my chair. It's super squeaky.
Okay. So I never could get the chat to work on this while we were doing this. Oh, there it goes now. Oh, it was weird. It wouldn't work when it was docked over here. So I'm just.
Here's the link to the video I made like 10 years ago. Is uploaded. It's really funny.
Actually,
it's horrible.
Share it in the chat so anybody else that is listening, they can go watch it too.
That's a good idea.
Right?
Where is that?
I sometimes have good ideas, and I'm gonna also share it here in place of mine, if I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was like 12, maybe even younger.
I love it. We did one with my cousins with Odie and Garfield, and then Odie goes out into space. And then I used to do them with my Star Wars and our cat. So I'd take our big white cat with orange spots and stick him somewhere and make him look like he's in a spaceship. And then have
Yeah.
like stars dangling. And then I'd have my X-Wing go, ooh, and then the Millennium Falcon, and then throw paper things at him like he's in a meteor shower. And anyway.
Yes. That's funny.
I did it for my French project. That's all. And I did it was ridiculous. It's so fun to watch though.
I bet. Oh, yeah. It all just takes place in my basement. There's lots of typos
Oh my
as well.
god, this is so cute! Alone in the basement. A someone film. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
That's when I had no idea what any of that stuff meant, so we just put someone for everything
awesome.
pretty much.
I love it. That's amazing. Oh, hey, we get back to this cool stuff that is motion.
Yeah.
Woof. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
I like you.
Yeah. On a journey.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna take a break and take the dog for a walkos, and
Sounds good.
And then Are you around later, or are you?
Yeah.
And tomorrow's Friday. Okay, cool. So what I wouldn't mind doing is just touching base with those documents, and I'll show you also the file for the synopsis and the treatment that I'm building, and because I think it's pretty rough, but at least there's content in there now, and the director's vision statement. It's almost like what I did with that one is I did a verbal rant kind of thing and brain dump on about a month ago, and then I did another one recently. So I have two separate ones, but it's kind of like, because I think the thing with the director's vision is always changing, right? And so it's a terrible thing to make somebody do. Like, you put your ideas down, but then you have other ones, and then you're always in a constant rewrite, just like a script, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so the other thing. So it's really, I'm terrible. I'm always adding, as you know, story elements. I had this idea today. You know how we're adding an Indigenous side for David and the storytelling and the lore of the area, and only if it's earned, and it actually is part of the story. And then I had this idea with, okay, so between you and me and the YouTube world space now, I've always felt different, and I've been listening to CBC radio out here while I'm driving, and this woman gets on and is talking about having a spectrum, autism spectrum, being on the spectrum. And I've always kind of thought I might be partially on the spectrum because I have a lot of strange, weird sensitivities and things that I've been able to find coping mechanisms with. But when I was hearing this lady talk, I'm going, oh my goodness. Like, it was just going, why didn't my therapist tell me? No kidding. But I guess you can get diagnosed for this, when you're far out on the range, but it still affects you, and it still affects your daily life, and it affects, how you deal with relationships and what kind of jobs you find and work well in environments. And I'm sitting there going, wow, because this woman was a writer, and she only recently, when she was 41, got diagnosed with this. And so she's lived her whole life. And I'm thinking, if it's earned and if it makes sense, it would be kind of interesting to go, maybe Becca can have that. or been told that she might have it, right? So it is that extra element of going, oh, this is why I pursue these things in this way, and why being somewhere where it's silent, not in a city, is more soothing and peaceful or serene, and allows the so it's I'm kind of like, if it's earned, but it does also open up something for the actor to and us to kind of think about these little behaviors and just things that could be kind of quirky, but still be able to go, no, these people function. Like there's functioning people that have a lot of diagnoses that, until it's really revealed or they share it, you wouldn't not know. So I think a lot of people work and live with a disability they either know of or they don't tell people. And I don't think we know that. And so it's starting to become more of the conversation. And so I think it could be an interesting, do a little bit more research and then just add that little nugget, just like we've done with David and Dad and Mom, and just kind of go, oh,
Yeah.
So
that's a little bit extra representation as well.
Yeah, and I think, again, I think I don't know about you, but I think we all feel like there's something off about us, that we kind of fit in, but we don't, or, especially I'm an introvert and people go, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I've got a toolbox now, but what if my toolbox is a coping mechanism and introversion is really something else that actually does have a label? I'm like, what? Because I think from that, it becomes almost like a relief to some people where it's like, I'm not just crazy in my mind and not able to always, weather the storm.
Yeah, it's just wired differently.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, and then there's different things that we're great at because of it too, right? And there's other things that we're great at coping or not so great at coping with.
Yeah.
But I had that idea today, and I thought that would be it wouldn't be a rewrite at all. It was just because I think it's already there, and it's just peppering it in because. Like even that David Hockney, the Joiners, and how she perceives when she's under stress. We can all end up in those tunnel vision moments when we're under a lot of stress. But it would be cool to kind of, because I was chatting with DP Aaron, and he was when I showed him the Joiners in this state, he's like, oh, that'd be interesting. Like, and he mentioned. That'd be like VFX. What do you think about negative space? I'm like going, oh, VFX, that's expensive. But it does become going, our perception of the world under stress changes. And what is somebody's perception of the world like when they're processing is really, I think, more the question. And it does change. That's all. That's all I have.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never going to be Shauna's producer because she keeps changing everything. Right? Yeah, I actually thought that about Missy because I was sending her the rewrites, and I know she doesn't have time to read them, but I didn't want her to be excluded from them either. And I just thought, oh man, I probably just changed things enough that she's just like, this isn't what I signed up for. Yeah. I was supposed to sign up for a Hallmark. What is this? Too funny. All right, young man. Thank you again.
No worries.
Yeah. You're my trusted sidekick now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll ping you a bit later. What time are you having dinner at? I might try before dinner. It might be just after dinner, but it won't be long. No
clue. We kind of have dinner whenever.
Okay, cool. All right.
Usually whenever we start making dinner.
Okay, so I'll go for the walk. Probably about an hour and a half.
Sounds cool.
I'm gonna drive and go to another destination and play with the puppy, and then come back. When I'm back, I'll try to review it right away because I do want to. Before I meet with Missy tomorrow, I do want to. Now that I got all this information from ACTRA and the DGC, I'm kind of like, okay, I see this being an initial scenario of probably DGC signatory only at the basic tier F level, which means that I don't have to hire DGC members and I don't have to fulfill all the positions because that was another one. So if you sign with the Directors Guild, sometimes they have a clause where at a certain budget level, you actually have to fill in, you actually have to have certain positions filled.
Oh, wow.
I know. And I'm like, I can't really afford that. Or I might be able to, but let's keep it simple and build on the framework. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool beans. All right.
Yeah. Well, see you later.
Thank you. Ciao.
Bye.